logwood, mind you, just like refined lumber and stuff. And the reason for that is just a lot of people building houses right now because there's a demand for people that want to move out of the city. And that's also why housing prices are a little ridiculous right now. Like, this was the 4th house we liked. The second one we put a bid on. The first place we put a bid on and really liked was listed at $440. We bid at $455. Someone bought it for like $509. And it has like 400 less square feet than the place we're moving in, which we got at $501 because it was listed at $470. The second place that we really liked listed at $499. That went for $560. And the third place, which was listed at like, I think $440 or $450. We don't know what the price was yet because it was, we saw that one like a week prior or 2 weeks prior to buying it, so it's still under contract, so we don't know what it was bought for. But ours, we bought 31K over listing, which, when you look at the market and everything that was bought, is actually on the lower end. Still over, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, that's just the market. You know, 500 was our budget, though. And it's really spacious, but it also has a few weird features about it, which is why we think other people didn't go for it. But it's perfect for us. So that should be nice. Anyway, there is the round real quick. I am going...
Alrighty.
All right, Maz, give us the breakdown.
Sure, let's head over to Blue 4.
All right, let me quickly... change my
Blue
music
4
here from my intro song.
NATO weapons, Desert Marpat.
All right.
So U.S. Marines.
Starting in the military base. Nice.
Yep. Looks like. Yep, that's pretty much it. Mark 11, Carl Gustav, all that cool stuff. They have for the helicopter a UH-1Y. I love the ammo on it, so they can't just sit up in the air and use all of it.
All right.
So hopefully we should see
134s on the sides.
Tactical use for the helicopter and not just, ammo dumping into objectives.
But ammo dumping's fun.
I know, but I don't like it.
Ah, stingy.
All right. 2 up-armored transport trucks, 4 unarmored transport trucks, a transport Humvee that I believe is it armored? Yes, it is. So that should be able to take some stuff, take a beating. 3 M2 Humvees with the canopies, the overhead protection. They're up-armored. They're all good. And a U.S. Marine MRAP. I can't remember the designation.
It's one of the many from RHS.
Yeah, some kind of numbers and letter designation. That's pretty much it for the U.S. Marines. Any questions?
No, I mean, it looks good.
Thank you. All right, heading over to Independent at the airfield. These guys are one of our independent uniforms. It's the, I believe, M10 digital desert camo. It looks kind of weird, like snow camo, but it's actually meant for desert. Must be like Kuwait or like Saudi Arabian camo or something, where the sands are more white. But they have our new independent loadout, which is where you're going to be seeing from now on for vanilla FNF, AKMNs. I don't know the stick. That might be the same stick. It might be a...
that is an RPG, yeah, 28, 32, whatever. It's not 32, 26, that's it, yeah.
Yep.
The single shot copycat.
It is the same one as the OP4 one.
Yeah.
And then they have a RPG 7, if they took it, which I'm not...
For Charlie 2?
Yeah, it should be. Let me see where
I'd be really surprised if they didn't take Charlie 2. Jib Style, Green, and Bacon are on Charlie 2, but they... Weird. For 3 Humvees? I would think they would, but I guess not.
I don't know. That's kind of strange. Anyway, they got a BTR 70, desert camo. They have 6 pickup trucks, desert camo, and 2 M2 statics with no RIS scopes on them. Just the shields.
But you gave them the shields, which is nice.
Yep. The objectives. Sector 1 is the hangars at the airfield they spawned at.
Makes
Pretty
sense.
much, that's it.
Hide a man in the cargo crates. Easy.
Actually, I made it so you can't open them.
Oh. Meanie.
Yeah. I didn't want it to be like a maze in there and then abuse that or something. Sector 2 is a
Let's go to the
custom military
defense game.
base. So I don't know if you remember, but last week I told you I was working on some F&F compositions.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the many ones I have built.
Nice.
So when I release it, when I have time, I don't know when I'll be able to do it, but I plan on getting some other mission makers to give me their compositions that they make. And if I approve of them and I think they're usable, I'll add them to my compositions, and then I'll post them up on Steam. So if any of your fans or anything want to use them,
I'll certainly nab some of those for use for later on.
Sure. So this one, pretty straightforward, just a big square. I was kind of inspired by, if you ever watched Starship Troopers.
Yep.
Yeah. That was kind of what I was inspired by. So you got 2 watchtowers opposite ends of each other, a little shooting range, a bunker of some sort. I can't remember what the actual name is.
Sorry, I thought Don was handling it.
But it's for like ammo caches and stuff. And a nice little checkpoint at the front. Then, to Sector 3. This is one of my greatest templates I've made. I replaced the mosque with my custom template composition mosque.
Ooh, you added trees.
Yep. It's a little bit of a maze inside, but I think it's pretty good. There are there's 2 entrances, one to the north and one to the south. There then is 2 scaffolding to the east and northeast. So, the attackers can use that to get up on top of the mosque. So that's it for the objectives. What do you think of them?
No, I love the custom comp work.
Thanks, man.
I don't really see that a lot in Arma these days, so to, see that level of detail put in a mission, it means a lot. I really do like that.
Thank you, man. One other thing I almost forgot. In the middle of the town of Zargabad, between Sector 2 and Sector 3, I put down another one of my custom compositions. This one's a smaller one. It is a bunker with hedgehogs around it.
Nice.
Those are hedgehogs, right?
Dragon's teeth.
Dragon's teeth, thank you.
Hedgehogs are like 4 or 5 metal bars put together to make like a congealed blob thingy.
So that's pretty much the AO for tonight.
Righto, Don. Thanks for everything. Have a good one, man.
I will be interested to see what Independent specifically does with these sectors. Because I had a talk with some of the staff, and originally the middle area that you see, the middle bunker, that was Sector 2, but they didn't like that for 2 reasons. One reason I didn't even think about. The road, so I don't know if you know, but the engineers aren't allowed to build on the roads, like literally impossible. It restricts them. So that one would be a little bit limited. And so they told me to make another one, or at least move it and put in the buildings and shit. I decided against that instead, just to use my military composition.
Honestly, I think they should at least take the the Sector 3, the custom mosque, because that can be bottlenecked in 2 areas. It gets really CQB-esque very quickly. You can put machine gunners on the corners and really hold this one off. I think to not take that would be a definite waste.
Oh, yeah,
but
sure. I definitely agree.
I think the large military base you also have would be a good one, but only if they have the numbers to do it. So I would assume like a strong arm, weak arm defense of having a strong defense at Sector 2 and then a weak defense at Sector 3. But that does limit your ability to counterattack. However, with the enemy having a lot of mobile M2 platforms in the form of 3 M2 Humvees and the Venom with the... Do you know how many rounds are in each machine? 134 on the side?
Ooh, so I set it to 38% ammunition. I think it has...
It's going to be about 800 to 1,000 then.
Yes.
No, a little less. About 800, 750 to 800. Because I think it's 2,000 rounds on each side, but it's a good chunk of ammo either way, so, really good for hammering down defensive objectives. I probably wouldn't hold the, Sector 1 just because that airfield is huge. Maybe a small internal defense, or maybe try to hide someone there, or have a defensive position like outside of the hangars to watch anyone coming in, but...
Yeah, I forgot to mention, they also have... So, the new template, we used to have 80 as our average for build points. But the new template has boosted it up to 100.
Nice.
So, they have full 100 build points, so they could build a pretty cool fob wherever they wanted. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, if I was defending, I'd probably just stick to Sector 2 and Sector 3. Sector 1, it's just too much room. Too many areas, and the fact that Blue 4 has all of those Humvees and all of those up-armored vehicles, especially since Green 4 didn't take their MAT team weapon, it means they're going to play this one really, really defensively.
Yeah. I'm really...
Oh,
really
hold up. G-Legs spawned in. He is now the MAT team gunner with an RPG-7.
Okay, so they must
I knew someone was going to come up and take it, because freaking fighting 3 M2 Humvees and a Venom, you'd be crazy not to take the medium anti-tank weapon. But I'll be really curious to see where they put those M2 statics. It looks like someone's going to dismount to potentially take one, load it in that Vic. I think those M2s in Sector 3 on those outlying areas would be devastating for, like, keyhole cover. Because there are certain areas where that scaffolding, if you get up to the roofing here, you cannot... like, there's certain areas where if you look over, you can't shoot people unless you expose yourself in the open. And then by then, there's probably a lot of places where you can just get picked off outright. So, especially with people like where Valenti is, from those towers, you can just pick off anyone that's going to come up those areas from the scaffolding or the actual entrances themselves on the sides of the main 2 entrances up to the 2nd story. So,
yeah. So T5 Bay is actually an engineer. Have you ever seen him as an engineer?
T5 Bay as an engineer. He's cooking up something with those explosives then. Definitely.
Spooky engineer boy. That's actually a really scary combination.
Yeah. With a 7.62 rifle. And he's probably going to base CQB. That is honestly a terrifying prospect. And they're all allowed to still take magnified optics, right?
No, not for this mission.
Gotcha. I could have sworn I saw some SU-230 scopes on Blue 4. Let me just quickly recheck.
Unless they enabled them.
Nah, I'm seeing everyone with times 1 magnifications. Might have been like a quick glitch out or something. Neat.
It fills me with joy to see people like looking at my compositions and all.
Green 4 X-Ray, I think, is going to push up to the mansion area, the villa, excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
And probably just scout from there, yeah.
It is a great location on Zargabad.
And then Green 4, it looks like they're also going to have a garrison next to Sector 2 to the northwest in the construction complex, which is a classic spot you normally see done. And Green 4 might leave a few guys on the airfield to at least scout out where Blue 4 is coming in. Because I think if Green 4 finds where Blue 4's main group is going to come in from, they could potentially send forces to attack the flanks as that group comes in and try to cut some Blue 4 groups off and circle and eliminate. But with how many, with the fact there's 3 objectives down for Green 4 to potentially defend, and the number advantage on Blue 4's side, meaning Blue 4 has another like 15, 18 guys, it's gonna be tough for Green 4 to have the manpower to not only defend the sectors outright, but also do those counterattacks.
Yeah.
So we are seeing Green 4 putting some forces on the northern edge of their fortifications as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some more explosive traps used at like entryways to the bases, or just, I guess, in the area here. I'll be curious if Green 4 tries to find like a hiding spot in one of these AOs just to put a guy down and waste time, because Sector 2, behind the shooting range, there's a little pocket there.
Yep.
I could see a guy hiding right next to the building in that little HESCO pocket.
Yep, I see exactly what you're talking about.
Little mini game of hide and go seek.
Yeah, because, I mean, all the buildings are enterable. You could also hide in there. Or the porta potties.
Yeah. You could hide in a freaking porta potty. I would not mind doing that. Knowing I am shit at PvP, just go hide in a fucking porta potty.
Actually, I might have disabled a simulation on them. I'm not sure.
Ha!
I can't remember. I honestly can't. We'll
That would
see.
be
If
funny.
someone gets in them, we'll see.
Alright, 1 minute remaining. Let's look at Blue 4 here. They're potentially going to follow the outer riverbed to the east and probably attack the AO entirely from the east, which means X-Ray is going to be able to spot this coming. So we'll see what Green 4 is able to do to counter. And the Venom isn't taking any infantry, it just has a pilot and a gunner. Alright. Has anyone ever rigged one of their own Vics to explode? No, I don't think I've actually seen that yet. I'm not even sure if that's allowed technically, because they do have rules against vehicle ramming. But I'm not sure about car bombs. That'd be pretty cool, though. So we have Charlie 2 over Sector 1 for Green 4. I both agree and disagree with this at the same time. I think... Oh, so Jib's shooting out some windows so he can see out of stuff, but... I can understand why they'd put Charlie 2 here, because this is all open area, so a vehicle rush would be likely, and that way the RPG can immediately boop it, especially since I believe that RPG does not have a scope. I don't see one on it.
The RPG-7 does have a scope.
It does have a scope? Okay.
Yeah, it does.
It's hard to tell on his back, so
Unless
he...
removed it.
Yeah. So that would help him aim it, but... You know, at the same time, if Blue 4 is being really strong with those Humvees in the center of town, the RPG would be better to take those Humvees out, but I think they'd just leave it to the light anti-tank weapons in the town itself at that point.
Yep, and you were exactly right. They're taking the riverbed.
Yep, they have X-Ray scouting. They drove direct south to get ahead. And Green 4 X-Ray trying to get on the side hill here. Very exposed up here, though.
But they will be able to hide if they get in cover quick enough.
That dirt trail.
Blue 4 X-Ray is looking. Nope, they just crested it.
Yeah, I think they're going to be tunnel vision to the front instead of looking on the side hills. But that entire convoy coming in. I don't think Green 4 is going to have room to call this convoy out, though, unless they dismount and see it right now. All right, I'm going to get in Vargren's first-person POV here. He's getting binos out. He's starting to look up the riverbed, and he stops short. Come on, look a little more left, buddy.
They might catch Echo, too.
Yep, they're going to catch it. He just saw Echo, too. He immediately goes prone. He's going to see Delta dismounted then as well. All right, so he spotted Echo 2. I think he also saw Command. I think he sees the infantry of Delta 2 dismounting. So now he's going to ride up this hill and check. I hear that Venom gunship firing as well.
Yeah, they're shooting the military base.
So I think Green 4 is now going to see that entire dismount.
The guys at the military base are taking cover inside the bunker.
Ha! I mean, it's a good spot. All right.
Man, Blue 4's done a good job getting in position.
Yep.
X-Ray coming around from the south. Driving right past second in command in a minaret tower, but he's not looking because he's going down the stairs.
So Blue 4 is just going to do a large attack from the east. I think X-Ray is now on the southern... Nope, it's... Oh, I think 4AB is X-ray. So it looks like they blocked off the southern entrance. They're leaving the northern entrance open, though.
I warned them not to do that. I don't know if the rule is infantry only, but we'll see.
Let's hope it's okay. They got a floating sandbag on the right, though. It's pretty funny. Wait, so what'll happen?
If it is infantry only, they're fine. But if it's not infantry only and it's supposed to be available for vehicles, then, you know, someone's going to get in trouble.
Oh, dear.
It's a naughty thing. I even warned them in brief.
Alright, now it's just a matter of can Blue 4 systematically take these objectives? They are a little spread out right now across about 1 kilometer in size, but I could see them enveloping and taking the sectors one by one. It's just will Green 4 be able to counterattack and get enough kills to take out Blue 4's number advantage?
Yep.
Also, Grave, welcome.
You got a lot of guys spread out to the north.
Sorry, just making sure the signature went through for that one document that I had to sign in between this round and the previous round. Ah! House bind. Pain in the butt.
Man, look at Sholin inside the minaret. Or not inside the minaret, the mosque.
And the tower?
No, he's bottom floor of the mosque. You see where he's looking at?
A nasty angle, and he also has his GL sight out.
Blue 4's stagnating a little bit. I'm assuming they're getting recon data.
It's Bravo and Echo being held in reserve, but Delta and Charlie are being pushed in aggressively.
Yep, and Blue 4 X-ray is shooting GLs at... Ooh, nice! Got Snow Owl. To the south of the mosque.
Yep. Blue 4 strategy is a little worrisome, though. With this stagnation, they need to be pushing everyone evenly, because otherwise it's not going to put as much pressure on Green 4 as Blue 4 would like.
Yep, BTR Golf Green 4 coming around to Blue 4 command.
Legal Action catching Jonathan to the north on his own and taking him out. The M2's firing at Spooky and Dwight. I think they started the shots, though, first.
Dryden pushing up from Blue 4 X-ray. In fact, who's that over there? Parmente, or Parmenti. Going up near Coac.
AT was fired up close by Solas's M2 Humvee. It was a miss, though. We're starting to see Blue 4 trickle in more forces from the riverbed. And they're slowly starting to get this concave. And look at Paramite's position for Blue 4, though. He has infiltrated all the way up here. He might look for some pickoff kills in those two towers. Bannister working on Snowy Owl here. Nope, he's working on himself. Pierce was also picked off in that same building. I don't know who got him. But I would assume members of 4IB X-Ray. Stark is on a kill. And it looks like Dryden just tried breaching that building, but he was taken out by Bannister.
Yep.
All right, so Green 4 has X-Ray remounted. They're heading up to the Villa. The BTR coming from the north might catch some of these Blue 4 guys out of position, and there is a big chunk of them here. Green 4, if they look south with that BTR 70, they would be able to spot them, but they're too busy focused on the Villa. Oh, if only they looked left. So I think X-Ray got tunnel vision for Green 4 on the Villa. They didn't actually check the south, because otherwise that would have been relayed to the BTR. So Green 4 does not have as good of information recon that I thought they would.
Yeah, but Blue 4 Command is getting fucking pincered right now.
There is a lot going on here. Yep, so Blue 4, they've mounted up the last of their troops. They're now heading in via truck, and you're starting to see a really nasty concave happen.
Ooh, man, Blue 4 Command is not in a good position.
T5 base position scaring me. He had a battle buddy with him, but I think he was taken out. Blue 4 is breaching. Just heard a mine go off by where Blue 4 is coming in with Scandi Recon.
Yep, that's Ash. Looks like he got hit.
T5 Bay really likes... I've always seen him hiding in that corner because he knows he'll be safe there because no one ever goes out and checks. He's fighting UPSC, some of the best here. Green 4's hold on this sector is really scaring me. It is not enough to hold that one area. Blue 4 could easily overwhelm it.
Look at Blue 4 Command.
They're getting pushed by X-Ray.
There goes Command. Ooh, real laggy all of a sudden.
Yeah. What do you think caused it?
I don't know.
That has to be ISP based or something for the server, because there was nothing going on with the server up to that point.
No.
Weird.
That was looking real bad. Yeah, I think it's over.
That has to be ISP based, because there's nothing happened. You know, there was nothing exploded. It was literally one guy getting killed in a disconnect. So I'm thinking it was just ISP. There's no other reason.
Yeah, it doesn't help that I kept letting people join. They haven't locked the server down.
Yeah.
Dart is landing the helicopter next to Cheese.
Yeah. Now I'm starting to see people getting stuck in position. It's over.
Yep, it is.
There's the yellow.
That's disappointing.
So either something memory... No, if it was a memory leak, it would have been instantaneous.
Yeah, there's a yellow chain.
It's recovering, though. So if it was a memory leak, there would be no recovery like this. It would crawl to a stop and then end immediately. There it is, so everyone just got kicked off for it, but that was a manual plug. So I think it's just their ISP for their server just sucking.
Oh yeah, ping 403.
Yeah.